What's up, YouTube? It's PK78 coming on tonight because something's weighing heavy on my mind. Earlier today, um, we went out to the store real quick, whatever, to get a couple things, and I ran into the restaurant to pick up some food that I ordered. But before, like when I walked in, right behind me walked in an elder man. He had real white, I mean, white hair, and his eyes was like real pretty sky blue, like I don't know, like blue crystals. I don't know how to explain it, but he had on like his orange work shirt that was like just bad. It had paint and it just looks like he's just been through a lot. And then he had on carpenter pants, the ones that got the little loopies on the side that can hold hammers and stuff like that. Anyways, he comes in. I seen him on the bench before I walked into the restaurant. But after I walked in, he walked like, I mean, I was only able to say to the lady what I ordered so she'd go back and get my order. And by the time she came back, he was like right next to me. And I happened to look at him and he said, "Excuse me, ma'am." He said, "Would you possibly have anything left over after you pay for your meals?" He said, "I got off the Amtrak train." Something about an Amtrak train down in Pittsburgh. And I can't fully remember exactly what he was saying because I was like, I don't know if I was like more flabbergasted that he was speaking to me, or I was just, I don't know. I don't know where my mind was, but anyways, he said, "Could you please spare anything out if you have anything left after paying for your meal? Could you help me out? I'm trying to get home." Now, he didn't specify where home was, and all I remember him saying is that he needs, maybe he said he needs enough to get on the Amtrak train down Pittsburgh to get home. I don't know. He looked like he was working very hard. Maybe somebody messed him up and didn't pay him for the job that he did, but he looked like he was a hard worker. He looked like he was just stuck. Well, I had a card. I wasn't paying with cash. My wallet that I did have cash in was in the vehicle. So I was like, "I'm sorry, hon. All I have is my card. I don't have any cash on me right at this moment." I said, "But surely if I did, I would help you out." And it was at that time, I've never seen this before, but at that time he smiled at me and he said, um, "Thank you anyways. You have a blessed day." And he smiled. I don't know too many people that you turn down. Like, I didn't turn him down. Like if he was there whenever I walked out the door, I would have went to the van and I would have got some money and I would have gave it to him. I know people are saying, "Oh, that's just people claiming to be broke or claiming to be a bum and they're not. They got a Mercedes or whatever." I don't care about that. I really don't, because God knows my heart, and I feel like my fiance, SB46 Money Team, I believe he was right when he said maybe that was God sending an angel to test me to see if I really would have gave him money, because I'm telling you, like, I got my food, I paid for it, and I turned around and this man was gone. Like, when I say gone, I looked around for this man. Like, I'm looking. I'm like, I even asked my fiance. I said, "Honey, did you see the man that came in and asked me for a couple dollars?" Like, he's like, "No, where's he at? Why? What's wrong with him?" And I explained it to him, and he said, "Maybe that was a test." I firmly do believe we get tested. Um. Anyways, I would have gave him money. I would have gave it to him. I only had $10 in my wallet because I don't really carry cash on me, but I would have gave him the 10. I wouldn't care if I had a 20 in there. I would have gave it to him, just because I know I'm blessed and I know God blesses me, and I'll keep them blessings going. Um, I guess I guess this video is just saying, like, there are people out there that really need help. Our country is very sad right now, and we're supposed to be the best country out here because we got so much freedom, or whatever the case may be. It's really not. We have all these people on the streets. We have homeless people, and people say, "Well, that's their fault. They could get out and get a job." Can they? If working at a steel mill for so many years is all that you know, and that steel mill got shut down. Could you get another job? I mean, do you have the knowledge to get another job? Because I'm telling you, it took me 3.5 weeks just to get a reply back from the job that I have now, and it sucks. My job sucks. But like, I seen going to Walmart, like I see a young man and a dog, and you don't have to give them money. You could buy them a meal. You could give them food. You could pay for a hotel room for a night or two so they could get a bath and just be relaxed and sleep in a warm bed. Winter time's coming, people, and there's a lot of people out here who don't have homes. Um, you could just be down on your luck. You could lose everything that you have in a blink of an eye. Um, so, for the guy who was out there, I know you're not going to see this video, but I mean, I definitely would have helped. But I just didn't have it on me at the time. But I've never seen a man or a woman smile and still tell you to have a nice day and walk away. I felt so bad because I couldn't find this man. And I was just thinking, like, what if that was my father and he was stuck somewhere and he needed a couple dollars and he didn't even have a phone. Like, that's the bad part. Like, this man didn't have a phone. Like, I could see, I mean, not saying that I was checking for it or not, but he didn't open up his, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't have his phone. Most Americans that have phones, they got it in their hand or in their pocket or something, or somewhere where you could actually see it. But this man he looked like he was a hard-working man. And I can't get his facial out my mind. He had, like, long white hair. It was, like, kind of, like, a little shorter than mine. He had facial hair like Santa Claus, kind of. Um, a tan, a little bit of like a reddish tan that, older white men get. Um, and like I said, his eyes were like really, really blue. Like crystal blue. Real pretty blue, like royal blue. They were, I don't know. But after I went to the van and I told my fiance what happened, he said, honey, you might be tested. Do you see him anywhere? Because he's all for helping somebody out too if he can. Um, that's just because we have a big heart. Like, that's what Christians do. Like, you build people up. You don't knock them down. You don't sit there and talk about people. And that's what's wrong with this world. Even family members, they rather sit back and talk about you when you're down and out instead of helping you. There's always one person that glues the whole family together. And when that one person goes, the whole family messes it up. Like, they mess up. They don't get together. They barely get together for funerals, let alone anything else. But, if that was my test today, I hope I passed. I would have gave the man the money. God knows my heart. I see people, anytime I see people along the road and they're asking for money, I don't care what they do with the money. I know, I look at them and the vision that I get is they're down on their luck. They're homeless. They're hungry. If I was homeless and I was hungry, I would want somebody to have humanity in their heart, enough humanity in their heart to be like, here's a couple dollars, go get something to eat. God knows our heart. Like, God knows why we really gave them people what we gave them. $5, you could get a meal. Like, a couple of dollars, you could get a hotel room where they could get. There's been families. I seen families out on the side of the street, like, and I do believe that some of these people are really down and out. I see people sleeping under the bridges in Pittsburgh, downtown Pittsburgh. What? I guess a Cadillac park somewhere? Why aren't they sleeping in their Cadillac then? I do believe that there are some people that are homeless, that are bad, down and out. And I think, like, people need to come together and try to support these people. And I hate when I see, like, on TikTok, YouTube, or whatever, I see these people out here with whatever type of money that they got. I don't know where they got their money from, but they're kind of young, so I'm assuming, and I shouldn't assume because I'm making an ass out of myself, but I'm assuming that that money didn't come out of thin air. And I think when you record yourself doing a good deed, you're doing it for publicity. Like, I would never sit here and record myself unless I was asking other people to come out and help me and support, like, get blankets together for the people who's sleeping outside, or a food drive. That's the only way I would record something like that. It really pisses me off, and I try not to cuss, so excuse me for saying that, but it really angers me that there's people out here that's trying to get brownie points and get YouTube likes and shares and subscribes and TikTok hits just for helping somebody who had lost their job and they couldn't find their way. Like, that's BS to me. I'm sorry, but it is. If you're going to help somebody, do it because your heart's in it. Do it. And I used to say that about my job. Like, the job I had, I was a nurse's aide. Yes, you have to clean people up if they mess themselves. Yes, you do have to change diapers. Yes, you have to help these elderly people whose bodies don't look like $1,000,000 get a shower. Yes, you do. And for these people, these women who get these jobs just for a couple paychecks and treat the elderly people, these people are living their last days. They're living out their last days, and you're treating them wrong because they can't help themselves. Well, that's what the job calls for. Like, I don't understand that. Like, if your heart's not in it, don't do it. Like, don't do it just because you got the label of a nursing assistant. That's not just because it's not flipping burgers. Like, yeah, it does sound better than flipping burgers, but guess what, honey? You can take your attitude and your non-taking care of people's self and take yourself and go flip burgers, because you get fired from that job too. But anyways, I'm just saying, if you see somebody down and out, you might want to help them. Don't care what they do with the money. Just, or what, like I said, it could be food, it could be clothes. If you have old clothes that you can't fit, can't wear, or don't want, don't put them in the thrift store box, the donate box, because they make money off of that. Go give them to churches. Churches know people who are down and out. They donate. Just donate to the churches. Donate to you could donate them to nursing homes. You could there's a lot of places you could donate to that don't make money off of it. You go to these thrift stores and you drop off in the donation box. Guess what? They're bucking off of that stuff. They're making money off of that stuff. And that's not cool because you gave it to them and you didn't get nothing for it. So I encourage everybody that if you do have old clothes, wintertime's coming. There's a lot of people that you could reach out to. There's organizations that help homeless people. You could do a blanket drive. You could do a food drive, a non-perishable item drive, and donate to the food banks and stuff like that. I don't have a lot. I'm not rich in any way, shape, or form, but I would like to do some type of a food drive or a blanket drive for the food bank of Pittsburgh. They do a lot. There's a down on Stanwick. I think it's Stanwick Street. I'm not positive, but there is the Greater Pittsburgh Food Bank in Pittsburgh. It's in downtown Pittsburgh, and you can get a hold of them and ask them where can you drop off donations. But this man really touched me today just by the smile and him saying thank you anyways. Like, it was nice. But anyways, everybody have a good night. Please comment, like, subscribe. And like I said, I didn't do this video for publicity or to get my YouTube out there. It's just something that I felt was on my mind, and it was kind of like a testimony. And you do get tested. I don't care if you believe in God or not, but I do. And I really feel like when I couldn't find that, I mean, it was a couple, he couldn't have got too far. It was a couple seconds, and I turned around with my food to walk out, and I was going to tell him, I'll be right back. I got a couple dollars for you. Let me go, talk to my fiance. And we could not, I mean, when we was driving to leave the parking lot, I was still looking for it. We both were looking for it. He knew the description, and we could not find this man. I don't know. Like, you could blatantly see inside the stores because they got big glass windows. I couldn't see this man anywhere. And he didn't have enough time to get very far, so was he an angel in disguise? I don't know. But like I said, all y'all have a blessed night, and I'll be videoing very soon. But like, comment, subscribe, share, and everybody have a blessed night.